Hi, Elise. My name's Tucker Gamble. I'm a student physical therapist working under Dr. Purcell. How are you doing today?
Good. Yourself?
I'm doing good. Before we get started, I'd just like to know, do you prefer to be called Elise, or is there something else that you prefer me to call you?
Elise.
Elise, okay. And I just want to let you know, as I'm writing your name down here, I'm going to be taking some notes throughout this conversation, just so that I can better look back and remember our conversation. And I just want you to know that I am listening to you, but I've got to take notes as well for various reasons, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, Elise, while we get started, what are your proper pronouns? Like he, she, she, hers, okay. And as well, are there any cultural or religious issues that you think would come up that would inhibit our treatment here at physical therapy? No, none of that. Okay. Okay, so why are we seeing you here at physical therapy? I know you filled out some forms and you said back pain.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, what happened to your back? How'd you hurt it?
So, about a couple weeks back, I was picking up my daughter, and I don't know what happened, but I did something to my back, and I've just been in pain since.
Okay. So you said you were picking up your daughter a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Was it you were just bending over? Did you squat down? You were just bending over and you picked her up?
I just kind of like bent over and up.
Okay. Do you remember any twisting when you picked her over? Just bent over and picked her up?
I don't remember.
Okay. Was it a sharp pain? Or is it kind of just a dull pain afterwards?
So, yeah, it was like sharp. I was like, ow, that hurt. And then it's just been aching ever since.
It's been aching ever since. So when you first picked up your daughter, how on like a scale of 1 to 10, 0 to 10, 0 being obviously no pain, which wasn't it, 10 being the worst pain imaginable, how bad was the pain when you first picked her up?
It was like an 8.
Like an 8? And since then, on like a constant basis, how's your pain usually?
It's been a 7.
It's been about a 7. So it hasn't decreased much since then.
Yeah.
Still been hurting you. Okay. Have you by chance ever had any surgery in your back?
Mm-mm.
You've never had any surgery. Has anything like this happened before in your back? No, it's the first time this has happened. Okay. So this has never happened before. You haven't had any surgery. You bent over, you picked up your daughter, felt a sharp pain, and it's really just been aching you ever since. Yeah. Do you feel like the pain ever goes away? Like, are there good moments and bad moments?
No.
No, it's more of just a constant 7 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Constant pain. Okay, that's good to know. Have you been taking any medications for the pain? Any ibuprofen, acetaminophen?
Just acetaminophen.
Acetaminophen. How often have you been taking that?
When I can't handle the pain anymore.
When you can't handle the pain? Okay. Do you know about how often that is during the day?
Probably like twice a day.
Twice a day. Alrighty. And did you go to a doctor for your pain, or did you came straight to us? So you haven't had any imaging or anything done on it? Okay. Okay, we'll definitely look into your pain and see if we can figure out how to help you. If things just keep getting worse and we can't figure it out, we might have to send you to a physician or to get some imaging done, some x-rays, MRIs or something. But hopefully we can figure it out so that you don't have to, right? That's my job, try to make you feel all better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely take care of that. So no imaging. Are you concerned to a point that you think you should have imaging? Do you think you damaged anything?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I'm just constantly out of 7.
Constantly out of 7. So it's just you came here because you're in pain and you want your pain to go away is what it's sounding like to me.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you feel like, how's your level of function? Do you feel like you're still able to do everything, or does the pain prevent you from doing this?
The pain prevents me from doing some things, which is why I'm here.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, now we're gonna jump into just some other health concerns, health questions, just to make sure that you are in the right place, to make sure that there's not something else that could be causing your back pain. So I'm just gonna go through. I know you fill out your questionnaire here that has some family history on it, some of your past family history, and according to that, it looks like everything's been okay with your family. But I just wanted to clarify and make sure. Has anybody in your family ever had any heart disease? Have they ever had any strokes? Any signs of cancer? No. Did you feel like you understood the questions on the medical history pretty well? Yeah. Okay. And then your life and living, you said you have a baby, so that
Mhm.
obviously plays a big role into it.
Mhm.
What's your occupation? What do you do for a living?
I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher?
Mhm.
Okay. Do you go to like a brick and mortar school, or do you work from home?
So I work from home. I teach for an online school.
Okay. Online school. So I imagine that involves a lot of sitting behind a desk all day.
Yes.
Okay. So you're sitting, about how often are you sitting at a desk throughout the day?
8 hours.
8 hours. 8 hours of sitting. And how do you think your posture is when you're sitting at the desk? Do you feel like you slouch over and hunch?
Yeah, I just
You
feel
lean
like,
back a lot.
Yeah, I slunch.
You do a lot of slunching. Slunching.
Slouch.
Slouching. My bad. So a lot of slouching.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, that's definitely something we'll look at later. We'll look at your posture while you're sitting, after we go through this interview, and we'll find some ways that might be contributing to some of the pain. But especially while the pain is happening, try to find a position that's neutral that helps your back feel better.
Mhm.
So if you're bending over and it's hurting your back, try not to for now.
Mhm.
But we'll work on it and we'll figure it out. And then at home, you said you live at home with a baby. Are you married? Do you live at home with other family?
Yes.
Yes. You
I'm
are you
married.
married? You are married. Okay. Do you feel like you have enough support at home that you'll be able to get help at home with your back as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And before you hurt your back, how would you consider your activity level? Do you feel like you were pretty fit?
I exercise 3 to 5 times a week.
3 times. Oh, perfect. And when you say exercise, do you do more of endurance, like running, jogging, or do you do weightlifting at like a gym?
I do like videos online,
Videos online?
like cardio,
Cardio videos? So
YouTube
like
videos.
yoga videos?
No, cardio.
Just cardio videos? Okay. And have you been able to do any of those activities since?
Not really.
No?
I mean, like I can. I'm just in a lot of pain.
Okay. You can, but it's in a lot of pain. And along with that, you said those cause you a lot of pain. So what else causes you pain with your back currently?
Just sitting and then
Sitting causes pain.
and exercising, and then obviously bending.
Does it hurt when you're standing up?
Sometimes.
Sometimes hurts when you stand up. And when you're sitting, how long does it take for your back to start hurting? Is it an immediate pain? I know you said it was like a 7 out of 10 constantly, but does it get worse while you're sitting?
Mm-hmm.
It gets worse while you're sitting. About how long does it take for it to just get too much to handle?
Like after like 10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when you move to standing, because it seems like standing is what doesn't hurt your back as much, how long does it take for that pain to die out a bit?
If I'm holding my daughter, the pain will like be there. Okay. But if I'm like not, then it takes a while.
It takes a while. How long is a while? Like a couple hours?
I don't know.
Minutes?
I don't really stand for like a long period of time. I just stand there.
Okay. You spend most of your time sitting, so yes. You haven't really looked into that. Okay. Have you found anything that does like lessen the pain throughout the day? Maybe lying down on your back, lying in the bed.
I mean, I don't notice when I'm sleeping, so that's cool.
You don't notice when you're sleeping?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you tried laying down during the day
to
just calm the pain? Don't have the time. Alrighty. So we're going to continue on just with some more health questions. I kind of want to talk about your overall health status, mm-hmm. how you feel throughout the day. Mm-hmm. Do you have any health concerns? Do you feel like your heart flutters? Mm-hmm. You don't feel anything like that? You're not concerned about any other aspect of your health right now?
Just what I told you.
Okay. You feel like you're eating a healthy diet?
Mm-hmm.
You said you're exercising well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to ask a few other questions just to make sure that there's nothing else going on that we would be concerned about. So first, do you have any unexplained weight loss or weight gain? Mm-mm. No. Do you have any fever, chills, sweats? Mm-mm. No. Any nausea, vomiting, loss of appetite, Any dizziness or lightheadedness?
Mm-mm.
Have you been falling down recently? Do you experience a lot of falls? Do you have any undue fatigue? Get overly tired?
I'm always tired.
You're always tired. I
I'm a
imagine
mom.
that has a
I'm a
lot.
mom.
You're a mom. You're a mom and a teacher. I'm sure that has a lot
Yeah,
to
I'm
do with it.
exhausted.
Okay. What about any weakness? Any weakness in your muscles and your legs? No weakness anywhere. But does your back feel weak since the injury?
No, just achy.
Achy. Okay. Do you have any numbness or like tingling?
Mm-mm.
No, not from your back. Do you have any numbness or tingling down your arms, down your legs? None of that. Okay. Do you feel like you've had any like cognitive or mental changes that you're concerned about over the last little bit? None of that. Okay, that's good. So it seems like everything's been going decently well. But on top of that, do you have any other like aches or pains like in your bones or your muscles outside of your back? No. Do you have any other? I guess we already talked about the tingling pains, the shooting pains. You don't have any of that feeling anywhere else. Do you feel any heart palpitations, heart flutterings? You don't have any concerns about that. Do you have any rashes that you're concerned about? Do you have any moles that look out of place that you'd like to be checked? No. Okay, so those are really good signs. So I do think that you're in the right place. I don't think that anything else is causing that pain, especially you don't seem like you're concerned about anything else. Seems like everything's going well outside of just your back hurting, correct? Yeah. Okay. And in physical therapy, we like to set goals so that I can know and you can know what you'd like to get back to. And from talking to you, to me, it seems like you just want to get rid of the pain. You want to be able to go back to exercising, being able to hold your baby without pain. Is that right? So I want to write down a goal that we return to that prior level of no pain, that you're able to do your work with. You can sit without pain, you can hold your baby without pain, that you can do your cardio videos without pain as well. That seemed like an appropriate goal to have. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna write that down here because a goal that's not written is not a real goal, right? Yeah. Okay, so just to summarize real quick about what I've understood from you is you were picking up your baby from the ground a few weeks ago. You hurt your back, you had a sharp pain, and since then the pain has gone down a little bit, but it's basically a constant pain. You sit at work all day behind your computer, and that just aggravates your back. And it sounds like when you do have a chance to not sit, you're holding your baby, and that doesn't help your back either. So it's basically a constant amount of pain until you go to sleep at night. All right. Yeah. Your family history looks great. You don't seem to have any past medical problems. You don't seem to have any current medical problems either. You have not been to a doctor yet, but we talked about if we can't figure things out, that we will have some imaging done to get it looked at to make sure nothing like too serious has happened. And then we set a goal of you want to return to exercise, holding your baby, and just basically daily living without pain. You just don't want it aggravated throughout the day.
Yeah,
that's not right.
That'd be really nice.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else that you think I missed or that I forgot to ask that you'd like to tell me? No other concerns about your back? No? Okay. Do you have any other questions for me?
Nope.
No other questions? Okay, so if there's no other questions, we are going to move on.
Okay.
With the rest of the appointment. We're gonna move on to I'm gonna see how your back moves, the strength of your back. We're gonna do some different tests and measures is what we call them, just to see if we can isolate and figure out maybe what is going on with your back. And then we'll go from there. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.